Welcome back to Pig's Peak Hotel and Casino here, where we heard at the feature table there was a big all-in going on, and here it is, 10-5 and Queen 5 on a 5-5-6 board. Wow, Eba in horrible trouble in this hand.
Varane in a great spot with the Queen past the 10, over the 10 on a 5-5-6 board. Evern needs a 10 on the turn. Wow!
Can you believe it? Neville Eba finds a 3-outer to find a full house. Now Varane down to just the queens.
No good, the king. Wow, Eba hits the 3-outer and knocks out Des Varane. What a stiff beat in 20th spot. Neville Eba accumulates more chips, which will be quite a bad situation for the rest of the tournament, Ryan, because Neville Eba's a great player. Anyway, a pair of black snowmen.
Now, look at this hand, Dave.
That's Evern van Niekerk, the newcomer, Ryan.
Pair of 8s against Ace King of Fourie, and this is a huge pot. These are two players that were both in the top 10, Dave. So
wow.
This could be a monster pot, possibly in the range of 400,000 chips.
Well, it looks like Evern van Niekerk is saying a little prayer. As I've told you before, this is his first All-Africa Poker Championships. He's got all his money in. Look at Fourie's stack, Ryan. After this pot, he's still got a multitude of chips.
This is a huge pot.
This is a massive pot here. Ace King versus 8s. It's a coin toss for a massive pot. The board, Mark Gous will deal it.
I think I heard one of the players say...
Ace on the flop for Van Niekerk.
I think I heard one of the players say, David, they folded an 8 in this hand, but I might be mistaken.
Well, if there's an 8 gone, then Van Niekerk now is dead to 1-8, Ryan. 1 out in the deck. I'd be surprised if he could get this lucky. 5 on the turn.
So it looks like we're going to lose Evern van Niekerk unless a miracle 8 comes on the river. Fourie going to look like a huge...
Oh, my nerves! Wow! Oh, my nerves. Van Niekerk sparks what could be a 1-outer on.
What a card, Dave.
How is this man's form? We saw him knock out Eba with a flush with 1 card to come. We saw him make 4 5s. What is going on here with Van Niekerk?
Unbelievable.
What is going on in this tournament? Evern van Niekerk is sparking. Well, I can hear the commentator in the background. That's over 300,000, right?
So that was a huge hand, and what a card to catch to stay alive in the tournament. Right, back over to the feature table. Things seem to have calmed down a little bit in the background. I can hear myself think.
Evern van Niekerk doesn't mind putting the chips across the line to race, Ryan. One thing the accomplished players try and avoid is races. Evern van Niekerk looks for them.
Yeah, Dave, if I can avoid being on my back in the tournament, I will avoid it at all costs. I don't want to be all in, even with aces.
Well, now Porter with kings raises 30k, Ron.
So a raise of 30,000. Sure.
That means that
ace 3 of clubs for Carlo Ottino. Oh, insta call with a little weak ace. Somehow, Dave, unless Carla gets very lucky in this tournament, I don't think she's going to be in here for much longer if she keeps dumping off chips with hands like
there's one ace
3.
gone, and you see Spies, the accomplished player, doesn't even consider it ace 10. Let's go. He knows the junk that it is. Oh, there's another ace gone. Ottino's in huge trouble.
So now looking for only 1 ace. 2 of them already gone.
This will be a stiff beat. We just saw a 1-outer. There's a king gone, but I don't think he's going to be too worried about sparking another one. He just has to worry about losing to 1 solitary ace in the deck, right?
So, heads up, play. 2 players to the flop, 81,000 in the pot.
Ottino does have the flush possibilities in clubs.
But we have a Frenchman playing as well.
Right, the board, deuce, 4.
Oh my word. She's just picked up a gut shot straight flush draw.
Wow.
That is a monster flop for Carlo Ottino.
This is a massive flop. This could be a lot of chips here. I don't think she folds down a straight flush draw. I know I never fold him.
Well,
she's picked up a lot of purple there. The bet is 50,000. Porter not taking this pot too slowly. He doesn't want to see any flush draws arrive. He's happy with the money that's out there. He fires 50 grand. Ottino's got a straight flush draw. She'd do well to stick it in here, Ryan. Look at the percentages.
Yeah, she's not even a big... she's actually a favorite, actually, if you can believe that. Any ace or any club or any 5. So
She could just as well stick it in right now, right?
50,000.
And she calls.
She just makes the call. Now the pot's 180,000 with 2 streets to come.
Well, if there's no club on the turn,
Porter, the 6 won't do it for Ottino. Porter has to now shove this in.
so now what does he have left here?
He has to shove this in. There it is. He's moved all in. He's
Yeah.
moved all in.
Now the price is wrong. Because that's another 100,000. I think that's her tournament life if she calls her, Dave.
With 1 card to come, a draw.
There was 180 in the pot, and it's 297. But it was about a 93,000 chip bet. So I think
This will be very stiff for Porter if she calls. She's counting out. I don't know why she's counting. This is more chips than she's got. It's for her life.
I think maybe she's trying to figure out if she has enough chips to make a comeback.
Well, I think
Because if
she's
she feels
covered,
that-
right?
yeah, no, it's not that, Dave. If she figures she can still fold,
Oh, you can fold now, yes. I
fold now and
understand.
have chips left over, she might fold.
Well, she just looked at her cards as if she didn't like them anymore. It's a massive hand that she's got, but it was a better hand on the flop than it is now that the 6 of spades has arrived and the players pushed all in on her.
Yeah, I think most players in that situation might have just moved it all in on the flop and
Yeah.
and want to see both of the last two cards.
100%. And also, if you move it in the flop, obviously the kings are calling you, but he might credit you with a set or something. Maybe he doesn't want to move it in for his
And-
life with kings over the board.
And if any hand that he might have bet out, like 7s, 8s, 9s, he's folding.
Correct. Well, now.
She's folding. Oh no, she's just showing. Hang on a second. I think her hand has been.
I think when I said that she's looked at her hands like she didn't like it, right? She actually exposed her hands too hard that the other players could see, and the tournament
No,
directors said that
she just turned them over right now, Dave. She turned them over and said, "I'm going to show you my cards," and then the tournament director said, "Well, you can't do that."
yeah,
You
the
can't."
exposed hand is dead.
So her hand is dead now, and the river would have been a 4. She would have missed.